Yes. I just wanted to know what was the irreparable harm that would result if an order is not issued immediately without prior notice to the respondent. Now, that's what it says. Now, in 2013, I was in Clallam County. I think I was staying at the Serenity House. And what was actually described the past incidents where you experienced violence, where you were afraid of injury, or where the respondent threatened to harm or kill you? The respondent has committed acts of domestic violence. Yeah. Um, I actually did 7 hours of parenting classes, and my record's been expunged. Yes. Now I know in 2011, Heidi, she said that I got arrested on Guam. Yeah. But after August of 2012, my record was expunged, and I provided a copy of that. Now I know when you continue to say that I did something, yes, that caused some sort of violence to take place, describe the most recent violent act, fear, or threat of violence, and why the temporary order should be entered today without notice to the respondent. See, you don't have to renew these without giving notice to the respondent. Yeah. You could have given me notice in July. We're going to have a court hearing. We're going to talk about if we're going to reissue. But if you're requesting that the protection order lasts longer than 1 year, describe the reasons why. Yes. Now, you couldn't use my arrest or the 10 days I spent in jail on Guam. Yes. Because my record was expunged. And expungement means that it's destroyed. Right. So there's no possible way that I committed any acts of domestic violence. I'm going to sue you for this. You put it in a newspaper. The arrest that took place on July 2nd of 2011. I was in court in July of 2012 for the allegation of violating the protection order. Both court commissioners reissued the protection order without the authority or jurisdiction of law. My record was expunged, and I can get a copy of the expungement for you in August of 2012. Yes. There is no possible way that you could have used the arrest or the incarceration of 2011 as justification to reissue the fucking protection order. Now, it might be that the police and sheriff's departments, yes, could go on my drives because I can find it and I can email you a copy of it because I have emailed you a copy of it. That the reissuance of the modified, well, any person can go to a church, Pastor Greg Miller, yes, and ask for prayer. I didn't approach the pastor with the ideology or communicated, yes, that I was going to kick his fucking ass. Now, it is not uncommon to visit churches and ask for prayer. Oh, and we did pray together, didn't we, Pastor Greg Miller? I never mentioned anything violent to the pastor. I just thought that the pastor didn't really understand my wife that I had been married to for 10 years. Yes, yes. Now, using a justification of, well, he got arrested on Guam in 2011 when my record was expunged in 2012 means every time that you put as the reason for the reissuance of temporary protection orders, the renewal of the protection order in 2013 is the experience that happened on Guam violates my right for you to no longer use an arrest and jailing of a person because of expungement of the fucking record. Big Toe just showed up again. Po, 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 po. Now, I wanted to make sure that you in law enforcement, every oath of office, understands, yes, that when a person's record is expunged, yes, it is no longer available for the use of the issuance of any court orders that would obstruct a person's right to due process. Yes. Obstruct a person's right to custody of their sons? Yes. Yes. Now I know Judge Rohr is sitting there scratching his balls, pooch, thinking about the actual dissolution of marriage. Yes. Now I'm sure, okay, that when Heidi petitioned the court in 2012, right, for dissolution of marriage, and then she took the children in the middle class on June 26th of 2012. Yes. I responded to the petition after I got out of jail. Yes, after you'd served me when arresting me at the same time. And then she motioned for a default dissolution of marriage. Yes. Did you know my record was, well, legally, technically expunged in the month of August of 2012? See, I was on probation for 1 year. I was arrested on July 2nd of 2012. Yeah. I did my parenting classes, and as a condition of diversion, my 7 hours of parenting classes, they expunged my record probably either when I was released from jail. Yes. Now I can look at the dates of the actual expungement. You mean my wife didn't give you a copy of that? Because I had called Healthy Families of Clallam County on, well, May 4th of 2012. Yes. You remember when you arrested me and had me arraigned? Yes. To find out if they got the documentation on Guam that I had completed my 7 hours of parenting class. And I was on probation, but my record was expunged in, well, I think it was August of 2012. Now, let me see. My wife, yes, said that I was crazy. Now, this settlement conference setting hearing, yes, where you decided to admit the child support worksheets, yes. Did she include from the prosecuting attorney on Guam the expungement of my criminal record? No. Did she give to Commissioner Brent Basden at the October 5th of 2012 court hearing? Yes, that my record was expunged. How about the December 31st, 2012 hearing where you didn't have it? Oh, no. How about did she give to the trial clerk a copy of the expungement? Nope. Did she give a copy of the expungement to trial judge Eric Rohrer? Yes. That I actually had no criminal history. Right. I had not been arrested because expungement means that the arrest is removed from the individual's record. Now, considering, yes, that you gave a dissolution of marriage, right, to a woman that said that we weren't married in Kosovo and our United Nations marriage certificate is not actually valid and that I had fabricated it, yeah, and that did not give you an actual copy. I want you to understand exactly how I'm going to sue you. Not giving me notice of court hearings of the dissolution of marriage. Yes. Not protecting my right to appeal the dissolution of marriage. Not allowing me to give to you a copy of the expungement, explaining that we got in an argument. Now I'm going to put in prison each and every individual, right, that is a sworn oath of office that doesn't believe that when you don't give actual notice of court hearings, yes, you don't have proof of service. Oh, you issue dissolutions of marriage, yes, and then you keep saying, well, he has to have a mental health evaluation, and I actually do not have any criminal record. For Judge Rohrer to issue a dissolution of marriage without me receiving any notice of fucking court hearings means that I was not able to give the court an actual copy of the expungement of my record. I'm going to sue you for this. Okay, 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 okay.